Hey guys, what's good? Welcome to day 12 mini cut. Today weighed in at 170.8. My bad for this angle right here. Let me fix this. Let me do this one. 170.8 today, so I guess the lowest weigh in so far. And today was yesterday was a training day too, so it's a good sign. But today I woke up at 9:15, slept at 10 yesterday or 10:30. So body needed to sleep, which is good. I just actually had a consult assessment with Simran. New client coming on, so that's gangster. And then now I am eating oatmeal. It's 12:10, so first meal at 12:10. That's a little bit late for me. But yeah, physics looking good. Everything's looking good. I feel good. I'm gonna eat this and then gonna train in an hour and a bit. And it's gonna be pretty much gonna do upper body training. And then I got some work to do that I didn't get to do this morning because I woke up late. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the day. It's not gonna be too crazy, new hectic. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this, watch some bodybuilding podcast, and then get to work and get juicy. Also, a cool little thing, the consult I just had, we were talking about the whole idea of like getting jacked and things like that. And I tell people getting jacked is a luxury, right? First thing we want to kind of focus on is getting healthy. And the health could look like improving nutrition, improving sleep, improving stress, improving the way we feel, right? Those things, when they improve, those things compound into us getting jacked. But a lot of us, we just chase the getting jacked part. We go really ham in the gym for a short period, go ham on diets for a short period. We don't really get the output we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only too little of a time. But if you start making those changes, we start feeling better. We start feeling good over time. Now, when we do actually start getting jacked, now we get the results that we want, right? But if you focus on getting jacked right away, we don't really focus on the inputs of feeling good, feeling better, feeling healthier. And then what happens is we kind of push ourselves into this corner and we do get some results, but we bounce back real fast as well because you don't build that lifestyle, right? So, but yeah, make sure we get jacked and create getting jacked into a lifestyle rather than just like random yo-yos. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this and I'll see you guys with the next clip. Probably do upper body yet today, so I'm excited. Yo guys, so the upper day, we did some warm-ups and then we started with a top set of a Nautilus chest press. This one is really tough in the short position. The reason I like starting with this is likelihood is if you're doing an exercise that's a bit more squeeze focused, you're gonna require a bit more energy and gas for it. So this specific movement requires a good amount in tank, but also I can go heavy and send it. So we did 2 sets here, 5 to 8 reps. Biggest thing I think about here is 5 to 8, a hand pressure. And this guy, I got Arinder spotting me right now. He has another gym as well. So it was a juicy workout. I think I got 7 here, which is juicy. And then we moved on to some chest machine flies. I actually rewatching the video, I didn't have my elbow internally rotated. I like having the elbow internally rotated because I feel my chest way more that way, especially in the lengthened position. So right after we did the short, we went and did a stretch exercise. So we squeezed the muscle, now we stretch it. Here we only did 1 set of 10 to 15 till failure. So I went for 1 top set. I did 3 warm-ups and then I did this as a main set. Felt juicy, right? As you can see, the pump was actually nice. Shit. Let's go. Oh, banged it out. There you go. Did I go for another one? No, I didn't. But yeah, it was a juicy set. And then we actually did single arm lateral raises, but I didn't get to record that. Manraj was here too. And today was a lot of talking. As you guys will see at the end of the vlog, I'll talk about that. But we did wide grip pull downs, single arm lateral raise, and then we did reverse grip pull downs, as you guys see here. 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps here. Back is looking juicy. I think about slightly leaning back here and then think about elbow towards my hip. Nice stretch and then elbow down to the hip. There you go. Biggest thing for this one is try to stay stable and try not using too much of your bicep and forearm. Then I moved on to some upper back rows, which is probably my weak point, but based on these videos, they look pretty juicy, which is nice. So this one, we also did 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. What I want you guys to think about for this one is think about flaring your elbows out. Because a lot of times what happens is like when we start doing back exercises, we just start feeling them and we end up bringing our elbow too close to the body and that ends up being way too lat dominant, right? So if I'm trying to get an upper back that's jacked, you want to flare the elbows and really pause the short. So the last few reps here, I started just like pulling it and my chest started coming off the pad. But still, it was a failure set, so all good. Then we moved on to some arms. I did close grip Smith machine. This one I messed up the setting a little bit. I should have been more back on this bench. Because the bar was like on my neck almost. But here is just 1 set, 8 to 12 reps. Push the heels in the ground and then think about pushing inside hand into the bar. Nice and controlled. Look at this juicy set. Up. Ooh, juicy. There you go. So only did 1 set here. That was the main set. And then right after this, I actually did katana extensions for triceps, and then finished off with some alternating bicep curls. You can see IV there too. Him and Manraj were talking about Flex 2.0, opening that gym up at a bigger location with more trainers, more chiros, getting like supplements and meal prep and all that good stuff. And then Ivy was basically like, yo, why do you want to do the gym? He's like, yo, you shouldn't, because like, just go online and do ads. But it was a good conversation. Learned a good amount of stuff about the business too. But yeah, here, alternating curls, biggest thing is think about bringing your elbow in front of your shoulder on the way up, pause at the top, nice and slow on the way down. The whole time you want to think about less momentum, control the motion. Sometimes I like doing the single arm with my front foot forward as well. But yeah, I find this is a juicy bicep exercise. As you guys can see, we're getting leaner, veins were popping. Felt fairly jacked here, so I'll take it. Come on, one more. Squeeze that. Let's go. And then I basically finished off on this one. Let's go. Nice. That's what the set. Basically told IV, don't worry, I'm recording this for my coach, but do you guys see him there as well? And then, of course, I'm posing. I'm actually pretty happy with how delts are coming in and how the shape is coming in, even at this like body fat and like this weight. And I know this weight, and obviously I look lean, but for stage, it's like 20 pounds off. So looking like this, 20 pounds off stage, I don't think it's a bad look at all. So I'm happy with it. Shoulders are coming in nice. We're posing nicely as well. Lats are flaring juicy as well. As you guys see the back flex right here. Biggest thing when you do a back double bicep, you want to kind of lean back slightly. And you can see in this pose, right? Like I have the width, but it's not thick. It's not like 3D. So that's what I'm trying to work on, getting my upper back juicy. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, guys, what's good? So finished obviously the upper body day, as you guys saw. I had some chicken and rice post-workout. Basically, it's actually 7 o'clock right now. Okay, I did the workout. I don't know why I just burped. I did the workout from, I think the guy came at, it was like 1:30, 1:45. So 2 till like 4 was the workout. But then 4 till right now, all we did was talk, right? And even during the workout, we talked. First, it was talking about business. We're talking about like me, Arinder, and there's Mandeep, Commerce, Manraj, obviously. We're talking about opening up the next gym, ads, improving business, and other stuff, which is cool. And one of the good takeaways was like, yo, everyone has different approaches, right? But they all kind of work. We have to execute on one for a long enough time. Like one person has been doing a specific set of ads for like years, and for him it's worked crazily. Someone else has not been doing that, but they're like, I want to try this approach. Someone else has been doing only content, and that's worked for them, right? So different viewpoints always goes a long way, because then you can kind of understand, okay, if this guy's coming from here, this guy's coming from here. One thing I did learn from IV or in there about sales is like, in the end, some people say you don't have to think about it in terms of coaching, things like that. I usually kind of just like, oh, okay, bro, totally fine, man. Whenever you want to reach out in the future, that's fine. He was like, that's cool, bro, but I would honestly try to change that into like, hey, bro, like, I'm just being honest. The fact that you have to think about it, likelihood is you're not going to sign up. And just from my experience in general, and people who say that, they end up, either coming back after 6 months, 12 months, and they're 10 pounds heavier, 20 pounds heavier. I don't want that to be you. So give me reasoning in terms of why you don't actually want to go through, because you have all the information you need at this point in the call, right? And you are not really going to have any other information after this. It's either you say yes or no. So be decisive with it. And if you tell them that in that manner, the person either says no still, that's fine, or they might be like, oh, sure, yeah, you're right. Like, if I don't do this now, I'm going to keep accelerating my lack of progress and not committing. And then, it's going to be, progress is going to kind of go downhill from there. But I was like, oh, shit, okay, cool. So I'm going to say that too at end of calls. I'm going to try variation, because most of the time, I don't even take payment on the call. I don't even do like a lot of sales stuff you're supposed to be doing. I kind of just like, oh, bro, tool, you want to work? Okay, sick, bro. Here's all the email stuff. Take care of that. And then let me know when it's done, and I'll get started on your program coaching service, right? But they're like, yo, you got on the sales, you gotta, do the payment, you gotta make sure the person is ready, they're committed, all that good stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. So that's something I'm learning, And then after that, we start talking about relationships, me, Mandeep, Manraj. And Manraj is obviously getting married this August. Me and Mandeep are still, solo dolo. So we were talking about dating and, talking about what kind of girl you like, or don't like, that kind of stuff. So that was a funny conversation, but it was serious at the same time. And I know, I've over time, came to a not conclusion, but over time simplified in my head, I'm like, I just value certain things and value peace, value growth. If the person has fitness in their life, that's awesome. If they, want to get better and they have their independent life, that's wicked. Instead of all these other things, it's like, yo, let's just keep it simple of hey, you make me better.
Are you growth oriented? Fire. Are you into fitness? Fire. You know, instead of doing a lot of stuff. But yeah, it was a good conversation. But yeah, it was sometimes, this is what happens, like side quest wise. The conversations just go wild, right? So I'm sure the same thing when you guys are with boys and stuff like that. And those are sometimes really good conversations though, because at the end of the day, you're like, okay, cool, like I just kind of like said all these things out loud, and a lot of things like in my head they made sense, but when I said them out loud and got different perspectives, it actually doesn't make sense, right? So you start like rewiring some stuff too, which is cool. And again, it's always good to learn, right? So, but yeah, today I'm gonna be home right now. I just got home. I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna do my laundry like an adult, right? And then I'm gonna probably eat some sourdough and Greek yogurt. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's pretty much the vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed. So, bye bye.